Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Reenie and this is the Enchanted Planner. I've had a few requests and I have to do this anyways, so we was gonna film it. I also got my nails done yesterday. Very happy about that. I went for a mani and a pedicure, and that's the first mani and pedicure I've had in 2 years, because the last one I had was right before my birthday in 2020, or maybe it was in December of 2019. I don't know, somewhere around there. It was just insane. It's been a long time. But I'm all pretty again. I love it. Okay, so we are going to make a reading tracker today. Now, the one I made for last year is like this. And then I ended up adding to it. My intention last year was to read 21 books in 21. Well, I managed to read more than that. But I set my goals a little bit low last year. So I don't think I'm going to focus on 22 books in 22 this year. But we'll see. Now, the thing that I did discover is about halfway through, I guess it was end of April, beginning of May, I realized I should probably be putting the dates on these. Now, the other thing I realized as I progressed through this is I really wish I had known what books that was I read. So we're going to do this a bit differently this year. So that's what last year's looks like. Okay. Now, this year, I've gone ahead and I've penciled in my graph paper because this will speed things up. So I've made most of the lines ahead of time. So I started 5 up from the bottom and I went like 2 in, and then there's 19 squares across for this shelf. And then this shelf is 1 in and then 24 shelves across. And there's like 1, 2, about 3. It depends, right? These books are higher. And then this shelf is 1 in from the right and then 25 long. So that's what we're working with. We're going to see if it works. I just sort of, threw caution to the wind and said, hey, let's do this. So I'm going to use Paper Mate Flare. And we are going to, actually, before I do that, because the problem I found last year was bleeding. So hang on one second. Sorry, I had to go find my container of felts because I wasn't planning on, what the heck's on there? Oh yeah. I wasn't planning on doing most of this on screen, but we're gonna do this so I can go through the process with you. So I'm just using a Crayola Super Tip. I only have I have 2 sets of Tombos, neither of which is in the sort of palettes that you would find browns and stuff. I want to get them, but one step at a time. So we're just going to go in here and we're going to just get a start on these shelves, because what I found last year was when I outlined them in the Paper Mate Flare and then I went to color them in, it bled a bit and I don't really want it to bleed. So we're just going to do this way. And then I may outline them, I may not, right? So I'm just going to go in here like so. And then I'm going to put the ends on them. Another reason I generally try to do everything in pencil first is because if I make a mess or I screw up, I can erase it. I don't need to stress over, oh my God, I got to start again, right? So just to avoid too much pooling, I'm just going to go in like so. And then I will just dab where I need to fill in some of the missing ink. And this, I think, is an easy way, if it's straight lines. If you're doing other stuff, it's a little bit more complicated, but I think this works really, really well, except for when I don't actually hit the middle, right? And then we'll just ever so carefully fill in the spots that I missed. Oh yeah, this is already looking cleaner than the one I did last year. I'm a bit of a perfectionist at heart. I'm not as bad as I used to be. I've sort of started trying to be a little bit gentler on myself with things like that. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. So there is that. Okay, so now we are going to go in with the Paper Mate Flare And I just want to outline them all in black. At least I think I do. We're going to find out in a second. I guess if we don't like it, we're just going to have to redo it. Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Here's the edge. It's really hard to see the edge under this light. I think I'm too high on this side. I am. So I will have to come in here and fix my wonky shelf. This is going to suck because it's going to bleed. I'm going to try and do this so it doesn't bleed. Not too bad. It is, what day is it? Good Lord. I'm still suffering from holiday brain fog. Well, hey, you know what? Who am I kidding? I have brain fog 24/7, 365. I'm looking at the benefits of possibly some supplements to see if they will help with the brain fog. I will keep y'all posted on that. I'm going to flip this page and do it that way. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. That's a facepalm moment, man. Because then I can actually see what I'm lining. A bit stuffy today. I don't know why. It's beautiful here. We got a bunch of snow again overnight, which I know most people are complaining about, but I happen to like it. And I do not have problems with driving in the snow, especially this year, because I have, well, it's new to me, but I have a RAV4, 97 RAV4, and I love it. I've always, not always, but we started with SUVs probably early 2000s, I guess. We got our first, it was a Nissan Pathfinder, which of course has 4x4, which is just like, you know, 4x4 in the snow is just, it's cheating. Like, it is like cheating. All-wheel drive is good too, which is what I've got on the RAV4 that I currently have. But, you know, I get around pretty good in the snow. I got around pretty good anyways, because I am fine driving in the snow. It doesn't bother me. I get a little frustrated with people at times. So now we're just going to go and outline the books. And these I'm not going to color in, because as I read the books, then is when I will color them in and put the date finished on them. Hopefully this video doesn't end up being like ridiculously long. That's why I had gone in ahead of time and penciled in, a part of it anyways, is because I was concerned about the video being ridiculously long, because I'm basically creating a bullet journal spread here. Oh, we got a little up there. I got to go up, and I should have done that when I had the ruler there. There we go. All right, so we were talking snow. See? Pretty cool, eh? Now, these ones that I put on my side, what I do is I just draw the lines, and then I erase the spots that I don't need once I'm done. So, of course, you want them to look as close to realistic as you can. I'm going to take, where's that line? There it is. To there. There. And then I'm just going to come in real easy and draw the bottoms of the books. Now, I've seen people do really fancy stuff, like they'll round them and stuff. Never in my life have I considered myself an artist. I will never forget, my daughter was about 4 or 5. And she says to me, "Mommy, draw me a cat." So I drew a cat. Now I'm gonna give you a sample of what I did with this. Okay, what's on here? Anything? No, this was my list for. Okay, so I drew her a cat. So I drew the head, and I drew the body, and then I drew the paws, right? And then the whiskers and ears, and then I put a tail on it. To me, she's 4. It's a cat. I can't draw, right? Little brat turns around and looks at me and goes, "That's not a cat," and proceeds to draw me a proper cat, like whole body, like, you know, more realistic cat. I'm like, well, what the hell are you asking me for then, kid? But she was just she was born with natural talent. Both of them were. They're both really kind of good with art, and they're both musically inclined, and they do not get it from me. They get it from their father, because my husband was, you know, in band and played the drums and the saxophone and all of that stuff. But me, nope, nope, nope. And my daughter played piano, and I know she didn't like practicing when people were around, but often if I came home, because I homeschooled, if I came home and I got out of the truck and I could hear the piano, I would just sit in the driveway and listen, because she plays beautifully. One of my favorite pieces is for Elise, and she does a bloody amazing job at playing that. And I mean, it's funny because she had bugged me from about the time she was, I don't know, 6 or 7 maybe. I want to play piano. I want to play piano. But my daughter also had the penchant for trying things and not wanting to stick with it. And I'm not the parent that ever forced my kids to do things that, you know, they were miserable doing. And I'll get back to that in a second on my philosophy with that. But, you know, I bought her a keyboard, a secondhand keyboard. And then I got her set up with lessons from one of the families that I used to coach that were also homeschoolers in the gymnastics club. One of the moms was a piano teacher, so I got her piano lessons. Well, I think it had been a month maybe, and I already had to buy her I had to look at something else because she had outgrown the keyboard she was playing on. She'd progressed so quickly that she actually needed something like with the proper keys, because a keyboard keys and a piano keys are very, very different feels. So I had to buy an actual piano, and I lucked out and I got a nice upright piano secondhand. And then, you know, we got it moved and tuned, and, you know, it was wonderful. But watching her play piano is like watching her come alive. She plays beautifully, and it connects to her soul. It's really an incredible thing to watch your child enjoy something to the point that they, like, it connects with their, on a soul level. I can't really explain it, but it's just incredible. And if you've had that happen in your life, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But anyways, my philosophy, and here we're going to go off on a little bit of a tangent while I finish lining these out. I've worked with children for years. I was a children's gymnastics and trampoline coach. I managed, and I was the preschool development coordinator. And, you know, the problem is I understand it's frustrating as a parent to put your child into something and then like 2 or 3 weeks later they hate it and they don't want to do it anymore. So with the gymnastics club, when I took over, I had implemented the policy that, one, they could do makeup classes, because please do not bring your child to class if they are snotty and sick, because it saves, I don't want to end up having to take off work because I get sick. So we offered makeup classes. And then the other thing that I did was, they didn't, like, if they didn't want to come, we'd refund whatever was the balance left on your fees. Fitness is a particularly touchy spot for me, because I really want people to enjoy exercise and not look at it like it's something horrible. And here is what happens, in my opinion, when we are forcing kids to do a physical activity they don't want to do. It's setting a precedent on a subconscious level, as far as I'm concerned anyways, for them to hate exercise later in life. Because if you're, like, think about this as an adult. I mean, we do shit, pardon the expression, we do shit all the time we don't want to do, but we're adults and we understand that, you know, life is not all peaches and cream. But a child, oh, I screwed that up, I'll have to fix that. A child is in that developing stage, and when they're in that developing stage, I personally feel it is better for them to explore things and find something they like, and not have a bad taste left in their mouth because they were forced to do something as a kid they didn't want to do. And I mean, everybody parents differently, and that's perfectly great. It's wonderful. I think we all should go with what works for our families. But the stuff I had seen in children over the years as a gymnastics and trampoline coach were just, it's heartbreaking when I've got a kid showing up that doesn't really want to be there. They don't. They're miserable. And then they're making everybody else miserable. And then, on the further outside, we're looking at that, like, is it really a good option? I've lost my eraser. Oh, there it is. I'm sitting on top of something. Wait. Is it really a good option for these kids to be forced to do something they don't want to do and then hate exercise because of it as they grow older, right? So my daughter, here's another funny story about my daughter, and she's probably going to watch this and have a smile and a giggle. She really wanted to do cheerleading. So I got her registered in the local cheerleading group. She was, I don't know, 5, I guess. Oh, I accidentally erased the whiteout. Yeah, she was about 5 or 6, I guess. Got her registered in cheerleading. We show up for her first practice on the Saturday morning, and we hop out of the van, and there's all of the young kids playing football. And she looks at me and my girlfriend and says, I frickin' hate football. And I looked at her and said, what the hell do you think you're here for? I'm a cheerleader. Yeah, for the football team. So, yeah, cheerleading ended up being a bit of a fight. And she's cute as a button. Totally cute as a button, man. But, it got to the point where I just, I tried to hang in there with it and see if I could encourage her to, stick with it. And by about Christmas, this was in September, she made it to about Christmas and she was just miserable. And she was making everybody else miserable, including the coach, the poor coach. So I just opted to pull her out of cheerleading a little bit early. But yeah, I freaking hate football. I'm looking at her going, what the heck do you think you are here for, kid? You're a cheerleader for the football team. You don't get to be a cheerleader without cheerleading for something. So yeah, there you go, Brooke. I'm letting the cat out of the bag on some of your childhood stories. But yeah, just, give that some food for thought. Like, if you don't like exercise, go back and try and remember if there's anything in your childhood that you were forced to do and see if there is a correlation in that particular aspect on why you don't like exercise. No, don't get me wrong. Exercise is not something that, most people bounce out of bed and go, all right, let's do this. But it can be enjoyable, and it's a necessary part of life, especially if we want to age gracefully. Hold on, I gotta get some wax tape off. If we want to age a bit gracefully or age gracefully, right? Okay, so now what I'm doing, I'm sorry, I'm jumping topics here because I'm grabbing the sticker books. I pulled out Bookish, Digital Detox, Plant, this garden thing, and journaling Doodles, because I haven't quite made up my mind on what I want this to look like. However, I'm going to give you a couple of pointers. In the Digital Detox book, there are, where are they? There are stacks of books. Okay, they're right here. So what I did is I took them. As you can see, I photocopy stuff because if they're not the right size, I will resize them on my photocopier. So this was for something else. These were too big. So I had taken these and I had photocopied them to make them smaller to fit onto like a piece of paper on the shelves, right? So if I wanted to so this would be an easier way so you don't actually have to draw everything out. And if you're reproducing them, if you're photocopying them, you could do it as many times as you need to come up with the amount of books that you want. So that's one way of doing this. If you have the Digital Detox book, there are these books. However, that also being said, there are these books in the Journaling Doodles. They are a bit smaller. Where are they? Come on, I saw you earlier. There you are. There's these. So you could just as easily use some of these combined with the ones from Digital Detox and not have to draw everything out. But I wanted to draw one out for you so you could see how I made the one that I did last year. Oops, my stuff's fallen out of my Digital Detox. I don't throw these away because at some point I may actually want to use them, right? So we don't throw those away. But we are going to need some kind of a quote. So we're going to find a quote. I don't know what I've got left in here for quotes. This is one of the books that I bought, even though I don't like rainbows. Oh, look, quotes. Plants, cats. Okay, I bought this even though I don't like rainbow because there was some stuff that I could use in it, right? One book a day keeps reality away. Hells yeah. Is there any other quotes in here that are usable? Let's start at the beginning. I don't really want these. There was letters in here, but I took them out and put them into my DIY. Ooh, purple, read more books. I took them and put them in my DIY sticker books. I grabbed as many letters. I put all the bullet points together. So you could always use these too, right? These you just wouldn't be able to fill in. But if you've got like these books and you don't want to draw everything out, but sometimes, I don't know, I think the drawing part is kind of therapeutic, to be honest. Kind of feels therapeutic. Now I use these on the other side of the page that I did, but on the first side I used the Journaling Doodles book. So I'm not sure what I want to do. Plant there. What do we got? Dream Big, Dreamer. Limited edition. I've used quite a few of the quotes in here for various things, right? Different layouts because that were related to reading. I did a Princess Belle spread, so that got related to reading, so I pulled a quote for there. All right, let's go into Journaling Doodles because they have, I think they're in the front, these guys. So I could also use these, and that is what I used on those last year. And then I just outlined them and colored them in pencil crayon. So where am I going to put, I need letters. Letters. Now, what kind of letters do I want is the question. Got all kinds of stuff in here. We have nice simple black letters. I think these are the ones that came out of Bookish, right? No, these are out of Books or Magic. The one thing I don't like about these DIY sticker books is they're really difficult when we're talking about flipping. Those are winter. Those came out of the winter sticker book. Not fond of these. Don't really want anything ombre. Although the blues could work. Oh, what was that? That might work as well. Where did those come out of? Pastel Tropics. The balloon letters. These are jungle vibes. This is the friendship book. Yeah, I don't really want to do an ombre. Wish they wouldn't do that. Like, if you're going to put letters in for us, leave the damn things alone. Make them all one color. Or just make them black. Black goes with everything. Those are kind of fun too. B-O-O-K-S. I got no numbers. Got no numbers. Okay, well, that might not work. However, we do have this. Is this the one with letters in it? Yeah, this one has letters. Is it just that one? Hang on, guys. Sorry. I'm going to have the alphabet book. I wish they would make another alphabet book, because these are kind of fun. How about that pink? B-O-O-K-S 2 0. I don't have enough twos. 1, 2. I need 3 twos. That's going to be a challenge this year. I got 3 twos there. 3 twos there. No twos there. All right, oops, take a look through here. This has just got plain black letters, right? Okay, I guess alphabets it is. Now let's just make our decision on which alphabet we're going to do. I guess that's going to be, oh, I got black. 2022. B-O-O. K, and S. That might work. All right, let's do that. B. O. O. K. S. 2. Oh my gosh, 0. I got stickers absolutely all over me. trying to get all these babies up. All right, let's put these onto here. O. O. And then where's my S? There. And then we need 2, O, 2, and 2. I don't know that I want to do black. It would be nice to have some color. Let's go flipping back through here again. These light blues are pretty too. Too light for this though. The darker's not bad. Then we have this really dark, which has no 2s. This one, no, this one doesn't have enough 2s either. And I don't want little. That's got 2s. That's got 2s. That only has 2 2s. Red has 3 2s. B, O, O. K, S. That would work too. Okay, so we got 2 options. Now I'm still just stuck, man. I don't know if I want to do this font or the other one. Like this looks nice and clean. I think maybe we'll do this one. We're going to go this way. And then I'll just put the other letters back. All right, if I can get these ones off. Good grief. These books, I guess, I don't know if it's that they're getting too old. But sometimes it's really hard to get stickers off. And then sometimes you got to be careful because if you're not watching, it'll catch and it sticks to the backing and then it will tear, which kind of sucks. The dates and holidays book I've got is really bad for that on the 2s. Okay, 2, and then 0, and then I wish they'd make another one of these. An alphabet book is really needed. Okay, as we collect the stickers on the back side here, we got B, which doesn't want to come off. And I need the S. So I think if memory serves me right, this goes live Wednesday of next week. There's my tweezers. So yeah, you'll have to let me know. I'm sorry this is a little bit behind. My intention was to get this out quite a while ago, but just as luck would have it, it didn't quite work that way. Just the timing and everything going on and the holiday season, and yeah, just all of a sudden everything was just wow. I mean, it was great. I also had a really good holiday season. I'm sure, you know, most of us did. It was quiet. I like quiet. Just going to line these up, and if you see what I've done, I folded over the wax paper so I can get them lined up together. But when I lift them off of the back side where I folded it, then I can just lay it down on this sheet, and then I can see where I'm putting them through the wax paper. I find this works relatively well when I want to do things like this, although I have lost, or I might be out of frame for a second. I just want to see if I can get these guys fairly good lined up and straight. Where's my line? There's my line. So we're going to put down the K. And need the S. I was thinking originally about bringing out the script Mambi scripts for something like this, but they're one huge and I don't think they've got any numbers. I think it's just script. Do I want to do it that way, or do I want to come down here? I think we're going to go this way. So if we go, oh, that won't work. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this in 2 steps. So I'm just gonna line these guys up. 2. My 2 ended up crooked there. 2, and then 0. No, my 0 is crooked too, so I'm not really all that square on this side, which is kind of annoying. Again, that little perfectionist bit of me comes out. It's because it keeps sticking to the tweezers. And then I go to pull the tweezers out, and then it shifts the sticker. Okay, and then I just need the last 2. I was thinking about this the other day because, you know, in years past when we still wrote like a lot of checks and stuff, you know, everybody usually had this struggle with trying to remember what year it was. Like, I don't have that problem anymore. It's not very often we actually have to write out a date that says, you know, ooh, but, you know, like 2022, right? And I'm like, that's an interesting. Okay, so I don't want you down, but I do want to pull those out. And then I want to stick these right underneath them, except this 2 is a bit cockeyed, but those guys are good. And then we're just gonna schlift it down just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, so now we just pull out the wax paper and we're done. Then we're just gonna, I don't want to use my nails. I don't want to wreck my nails. Okay, I will find something for that later. Okay, then we're gonna put the quote down in this corner here. Okay, and then we just need some decor, and we shall be golden. So I think maybe I will use the Doodles. I like the Doodles. I think they're super cute. Sometimes I need to cut off some of the silly extra white we have, but I think they're really cute. Okay. I'm gonna put that plant right there. Okay, and then I want something else. I wonder if this would work. Will you work? Ooh, you will. Okay, so let's just trim off your bottom. Trim off your bottom. Don't stick to my paper. Again, sticker stuck to me, right? How many of us leave the house with all kinds of stickers and washi attached to us all the time? Oh, that was going to be another thing I was going to mention. So instead of drawing these out, you could just lay down strips of washi, right? That would work really, really well as well. Okay, so I got a plant there and a plant there. I want something smaller, and I don't think I have anything smaller. I may have to switch this around. You up there. Granted, you look huge in comparison, but it's okay. We good. Was good with it. Then we're gonna grab this one, I think. Yeah, I need to order another journaling Doodles book. There's a lot of things in here I quite like. I think they're so cute. Okay, and then we'll take off your white and slip you right there. Okay, so do we need anything else? It's pretty clean, it's pretty simple, nothing complicated. Yeah, I just wanted it to look like there's floating shelves, right? I was thinking it would be fun because there's a telephone in here. I mean, not that anybody has dial telephones anymore, but I was feeling kind of nostalgic. Feeling kind of nostalgic. And I was thinking the telephone could sit up here too, right? I remember as a kid getting phone calls and like having the really long phone cord on the phone, and I would drag that thing all over the house and then end up in my bedroom with it. Everybody would be tripping over the phone cord. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is go look for some gel pens. Okay, I'm back. This video is getting a bit long, so just know that I think it took a bit longer because of the type of thing we're doing. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to outline like so the leaves on all the plants, okay? And then I'll come back because I don't want to have to, it's going to take me a bit, and I'm going to have to get close to the page because my eyesight is not all that great. So bear with me, babies. I'll be back in a minute. Well, a minute for you, probably like 10 for me. Okay, so I just outlined everything. I screwed up with the phone, so it just ended up being colored in completely, this plant, but it's all good. Actually, I probably could do that with the others too, now that I'm thinking about it, because I colored in this plant as well. I don't have a brown Muji, so I don't know what to do about the, like, branches, not the leaves, the stems. So we'll just quickly color these guys in. These are Muji pens. They're awesome. I love them. If I can find them, I will link them down below so you guys can check them out. So yeah, check the description if you're looking for anything, because in all likelihood it's probably linked down there. Because I'm actually set up now, official. It's all official in like. I have some affiliate accounts, including Amazon. Tricky part is because I'm in Canada, I have to do both the Canadian and the American Amazon, which is a lot of stuff in the description, which kind of frustrates me, but it is what it is because I'm a Canadian. I'm a Canuck. I was thinking about something and I lost it. And then what we're going to do when I finish coloring this in, this looks pretty good actually. I'm pretty impressed with myself. It's simple. I wish the numbers and the letters were a bit bigger, but it is what it is. It will serve the purpose I need it to serve. Hopefully it gave you guys some ideas, and if not, doing it this way, like I said, use stickers and washi, and don't be afraid to make your stickers work for you. So if they're the wrong size and you have a photocopier, photocopy it. Make it work, right? And I guess I could do that black. I don't know that I like the black though. Where's that piece of paper? Is this the black? That's the black. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Let's see if I can round up a really fine brown pen. So what I was thinking here is we're just going to add some pizzazz, just to sort of, oops, get this a bit more, you know, ooh, look at me, I'm in your face. I mean, I also have a bunch of gold stars, but I guess I could use those. Where are they? Where are the gold stars? There they are. I'm giving myself a gold star. Things like that. You remember being a kid and things like gold stars motivated us? Woo! I guess I can get away with gold because I did put gold in there. Yeah, man, stickers motivated me like you wouldn't believe. But then I was also the kid in the 80s that had, like, because I was born in 72. I also had all of the, like, scratch and sniff stickers. One of you, I think it's Christine, actually, still has all of her stickers from her childhood. I'm like, whoa, now that's some dedication, man. I want something down there, but I don't know that I want it that color. I do have some other ones. Hold on. Get off my tweezers. Let's get you. I think there we go. Okay, so I think that takes care of that. It would be nice to have something up there. I have Dreamer, which is orange. Not really my preference, but I don't think I have a lot to pick from in this book, which it's all good. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. We have Dreamer in the yellow. It's a bit bigger too, so let's take a look at that, see what that looks like. All right, that'll work. Oh, don't stick down yet. I'm not ready for you. I want Dreamer down here. Decisions, decisions, decisions. What do you think, y'all? Put it up there. Because it sort of fills in that blank spot. But there's also that too. Well, let's do that. And then I also have this little sticker which might work. This is Book Lover. And we can put that, although I don't quite like that either. I don't know. I really don't know. So I didn't put this down all the way, although it looks like it decided to stick. So no, it didn't. It came up pretty good. So I'm not sure if I want that there. Let's just leave it there for a second. Get a look. Time to wrap this video up. It's like 42 minutes in. I'm undecided on the Dreamer sticker. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should I put it here? So that would be spot 2, or up here, spot 1. And then once I hear back from you guys, I'll finish this up. So hopefully this gave you guys some ideas on how to just create a simple journaling tracker, and how to do it if you don't want to draw it out. You can just as easily do it with stickers. Now my other thought with this is I'm thinking about cutting the spine off of this. Look at the difference in those 2 pages, man. Whew, until this is older. Cutting off the spine of this and then connecting it to this page. So it's like a fold over, and then I can list the names of the books here, corresponding with the dates in there. That's my thought. I also did pull out, like I pulled out a half sheet as well, because maybe I don't need a whole sheet. Just a half sheet might do it. So that is something I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to just cut off the spine and add it to it and see what happens. And then I can track the names of the books as well. So at some point, if I decide to do that, you will see it when I do flip throughs, and I will keep you guys up to date on how that rolls out. Thank you very much for watching, you guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment about the Dreamer sticker. Let me know your thoughts, or leave a comment about any of your other thoughts that you may have had occur to you while we're going through this. And don't forget to subscribe. That would be my spiel, people. And like I said, if I can find a link for the Muji pens, and as always now, there will be stuff in the description that you can like go and shop through affiliate links, and it doesn't cost you anything, but you know, it gives me a little bit of help with creating more content for the channel. Sort of my role here. See you guys again soon. Ciao. Hey guys, I decided to do the little flip page here. So I just put washi down the back side on the one sheet, and then I lined this up and I gave it just the slightest gap. Like I'm talking like probably 0.5 millimeter, so it folds properly. And then I just taped it down, other than the fact that the 2 pages look totally different because of the color of them, but it's all good. And then I grabbed this from the journaling sticker book, and then I just wrote titles. And I think this will work. Simple, it's clean, it'll look good, right? I may play around with the other one. I was thinking of just using the, where are they? The books, these guys. If I do, I'll let you know. But yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. I just wanted to let you know. Ciao.